Let's look at the race. Are you going to endorse, and when?
I'm going to take some time with my family. I'm going to think about what I should do. I have no intention of endorsing anybody right now. I want to figure out how can I help the party and the country. And I need some time for myself and my family. And we'll evaluate who to help, if anyone at all, down the road.
Here's the one thing that I'm scratching my head about. By all accounts, Senator, you run a lean operation. Why not hold out until New Hampshire, your strategy, and see what happens?
Well, we're going to have to start consolidating as Republicans. We're going to have to, I see people coming my way on foreign policy. After this last debate, I felt, okay, most people get it. You can debate about Assad, but most people get that we need to be more robust in our approach.
That goes even further to my point, though.
Yeah, well,
why not hold out?
I just am not trying to hold out. I'm trying to make a difference. And I think the best way for me to make a difference is to think about helping somebody else, or to get out of the race and have a voice that's a bit different. I don't want to be the undercard voice. I cannot tell you how frustrating it has been to have spent all this time and effort preparing myself to be Commander-in-Chief and be put at the kiddie table.
We talked about New Hampshire. Why then not hold out to South Carolina? Does this have anything to do with South Carolina?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be competitive in my state if I'm not competitive outside my state. Yeah. We started off leading the pack in South Carolina. What's happened here is sort of my lane of the party has collapsed. And South Carolina has been incredibly good to me. I would be competitive in South Carolina, but I got to show traction outside the state.
Yeah. From the very beginning of this campaign, you have been one of the most vocal critics of the frontrunner, Donald Trump, which has famously led to your personal cell phone number being thrown out there in retaliation. What are your parting words for Donald Trump?
We're at war. A lot of men and women are at risk overseas. Watch what you say over here. You're doing really well. I'm impressed with your campaign. The only way we can win as Republicans is put a coalition together. You need to start thinking about policies that will actually work. You may wind up being the nominee of the party. The Republican Party future may be in your hands, but the future of the country will be in your hands if you're President of the United States. This is not a game show. This is not a reality show. The reason I know that is I've been over there enough to know what it cost to defend this nation.
Would you accept a cabinet position in a Trump administration?
The only thing I'm thinking about right now is getting the Republican Party in a better spot on foreign policy. Mission accomplished. Trying to find a way forward for the country as a whole to keep us from becoming Greece. Not even close yet. Getting the Republican Party in a growth mode, not a declining mode. This is an election for the heart and soul of the Republican Party. This is no longer about 2016. This is about who are we as a party, where do we want to go, and where do we take the country.
Now, without the constraints of a campaign, I do wonder if it comes down to a Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton, who do you support?
I'm going to support the Republican nominee. I can't have it both ways. Now, do I think Donald Trump can beat Hillary Clinton? No, without some major adjustments. Reevaluate. It's okay to adjust. You're good at business partnerships. Well, on foreign policy partnerships, you're making it really difficult. Think about what you say.
You have become famous for your one-liners and your quick wit, especially in looking at the debates. What is the Lindsey Graham one-liner to describe your presidential run?
I'm going to think about that one. About being witty. My dad owned a bar. I come by this naturally. If you own a bar, you got to do two things. You got to keep the customers coming back, so you need to be funny and entertaining. You want them to drink as long as they can without getting totally drunk. You got to be tough enough to keep the bar from being taken over by the loudest guy in the room. And you got to be entertaining enough to grow your business. So I want to dedicate this campaign to every bar owner.
So tip your bartender. There's your one-liner.
Yeah. I showed that you can grow up in the back of the liquor store and even run for President of the United States. If you're well-loved, you're truly rich. And we were not rich in material ways, but I was well-loved. So I leave this race feeling like I'm the richest guy who's ever been in it.
Thank you for your time, Senator. Thank you.
Thank you.